I know it wasn't like a normal, like it wasn't a normal human being. I know that. It was kind of off in the shadow type of thing, like a dark figure.
Yeah, you feel that? Static in the silence, something in the sound. Whispers in the dark when the sun goes down. Shadows got a story, but they don't speak loud. You gotta lean in close when the night rolls round. Cold wind, back road, nowhere to hide. Truce in the space between truth and lie. Welcome to the lowdown, don't make a sound where the lost get found and the strange comes out. If you're looking for answers, you won't find them here. Just a trail of clues and a little more fear. Welcome to the lowdown, 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 lowdown.
So, you know what the deal is.
You wanna know what the deal is?
Yeah, you know what the deal
I
is.
think I know what the deal is.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Just gonna ask you some questions. We'll talk. Just be honest, bro.
You know what they say? Honesty is the best policy, right? Just saying, man.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, sounds good to me.
So, first of all, what do you think about Bigfoot?
What do I think about Bigfoot? Uh, um, so for me, it's a hit or miss, bro. Cause Bigfoot, I think Bigfoot's out there, but it's just one of those things for me. It's like, you know, you'd believe it more if you saw him.
Right.
But from what we've experienced and whether seen or whatever when we were in North Florida and stuff like that. I mean, I think not more thing. I'm more on the line of no that there's definitely Bigfoot out there.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's interesting. Cause like a couple of months ago, you were like, I
That's what I'm
mean,
saying.
I don't know. Cause a couple of months ago, you were like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I like to come out here and do this shit, but like, I got to see it before I can believe it.
Hmm.
Like that is. Would you say that's a good representation of what you thought like a couple months ago?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. A couple months ago, when honestly, when you started getting into, it, I was like, nah, man, this man's crazy. This dude's crazy. But then the more I started, we started talking about it and got into more conversations about it, and actually going out and experiencing this stuff myself. I mean, it's kind of you're in the middle of the woods, nobody else around,
Yeah.
and you're getting stuff thrown at you. You're hearing stuff off in the distance and stuff like that. It's just after that, that's really what like after that trip in North Florida. I mean, I kind of like this is. I mean, from what we experienced, dude, it was like I mean, there's definitely something. There's definitely something out there.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I've kind of, I don't know if I would say I've been into it my whole life, but like at least my adult life, I've been interested in it. I've been fascinated by it. I pretty much believed that Bigfoot was out there.
Mm-hmm.
I never really didn't believe in Bigfoot, but it was kind of one of those things where I watched all the shows and I thought about it, talk about it from time to time with like Jordan and some other people that were kind of into it too. But um, it wasn't like I was out there looking for it.
Yeah.
And so like when you were growing up, it wasn't like it was something we talked about. Like we would watch the shows on TV, or at least I would watch them, and sometimes y'all watch them with me or whatever.
And the thing with them shows, man, growing up, I always thought, dude, like, there ain't nobody else out there. They could be, actually acting that stuff out. Like that was my thing. Like this is definitely like,
Yeah.
they're all in the same woods. You got one person out here knocking on a tree, they get a knock back. How do you know it's not how do you know it's not the rest of the group?
Well,
But
yeah, and that's the thing too with like the TV shows. so the way the TV shows work is you're not going to get a network
Mm-hmm.
to give you a TV show just based on you going out there and maybe something like they have to present the whole show, an
Mm-hmm.
entire season. They have to present it to the network and say, this is what's going to happen in episode 1, this is what's going to happen in episode 2, this is what's going to happen in episode 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, now I might be off a little bit on how that works, but essentially you're not just going to go out there and say, well, we don't really know what's going to happen in episode 1. We don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen. We're just going to go out there and see what happens.
Yeah.
A network is not going to give you a TV show. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. And the TV shows are fun, they're entertaining,
Yeah.
but like it's not real life, you
Yeah.
know. So all right. So a couple of months ago, you were like, I don't know, man. I got to see it to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when did that change for you?
Um.
Well, first of all, are you still kind of saying that you need to see it to believe it, or are you saying I'm like I'm pretty sure they exist, but I haven't seen one yet, so I still have to like get the rest of that. I got to finish the puzzle piece off. What would you say?
Honestly, kind of along those lines. Like, I mean, I think they're out there. Um. It's still. I mean, I'd still have to see it, bro. I
Yeah,
mean, I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool to see one.
yeah.
Um.
I mean,
I mean, but
I mean, we're all out here doing this shit trying to see them, but like when you see it, dude, it changes your life.
I know.
And
I
so
know.
it's like, do I really want to see one? I mean, I do. You know what I mean? I want to have that. Like I've had encounters where they've been around.
Yeah.
I'm positive they've been around.
Oh yeah.
I just haven't seen it yet with my eyes.
Yeah.
Um,
'Cause that's what they like to do too. They like to be a little
yeah,
sneaky.
and I want to see one, but at the same time, I just know that I'm not I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh well, I'm gonna be ready because when I see one, I'm gonna take a video, I'm gonna take a picture, I'm gonna be all big and bad at, because you don't know what you're gonna do until it's face to face with you,
Exactly.
and I'm
Exactly.
probably gonna like shit my pants.
I wouldn't. I mean,
So
honestly, yeah.
all right, so you're kind of like most likely they're out there, but I still need to see it so that I could know. I'm a believer, but I want to be a knower. Would you
Yeah.
say that's accurate?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Now, so when did that all change for you? What was the defining moment that kind of changed to where you were like, I don't know if I believe in that, to now you're like, I do believe in it. I just haven't seen it yet.
Um. I mean, obviously, the more you and I started talking about it and the experience that you've had, I mean, there's experience that you've had that it's just kind of like, what else could it, what else could it be?
Yeah.
So you got that, but really, like, whenever we did take the trip up to North Florida, and we spent the night out there for a couple hours on the bluff. Um, I mean, we were both seeing and hearing stuff, dude. And like I said, like we were out there with only two other people. Like, yeah, there was other people, but they weren't any like we weren't nowhere near people.
Mm-hmm.
The trail that we weren't, there was no one out there at that time of night. Um, and stuff like that. I mean, we literally had something thrown at us 2 feet away from us, and it was thrown with force.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just something that, and it was a rock. It was a rock, So it wasn't something that just a tree limb that fell from the tree right there. It was thrown, and where we were on the bluff,
Mm-hmm.
it went downwards. So whatever thrown it was below the bluff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just stuff that like that happens. It's like, what else could it be?
Yeah.
That's really just what really leads me to thinking like there's really no other. I mean, I guess it could be something else, but what else could it be? Honestly.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it would have to be something with hands.
exactly.
So I mean,
And like I said, there was nobody out there with
Yeah,
us.
there's nobody out there. Not yeah, there ain't nobody out there running around down there. I
No,
mean,
no.
that's crazy. Yeah, because we're sitting up there on that bluff, and at one point I had seen I had seen a light over here, and that went out, and I was sitting there. I was kind of crouched down, and you're kind of behind me,
Mhm.
and then I heard something from across the other side of um,
Yeah.
that
Like a ravine type of
yeah, like
thing.
that ravine, that gully over there. I heard something. It sounded like something kind of slid down the hill through the leaves,
I remember you saying that.
and um, and then just a few minutes after that,
Literally just like less than 5 minutes, I think it was.
yeah, it
Five
was
minute
yeah, it
stops.
wasn't long. Richie's over there singing or playing, not singing, but playing that music.
Yeah.
Um, and then something just hits the ground right in front of us,
Yep.
just a few feet in front of us.
Yeah.
Um,
Force too. Like there's force behind
yeah,
it
it
too.
hit hard.
It hit hard.
And I'm pretty. I mean, I'll say I'm pretty sure it was a rock, even though we didn't see it because the way that bluff was,
It rolled
it
down.
it it kind of sits there and then it drops down, and so whatever it was hit the ground right at the edge of that bluff, and then it fell off the side.
Yeah.
But it had to be a rock
Oh yeah.
because sticks, if a stick was thrown, it wouldn't have hit the ground like that, and
There's not to me, a stick, there, you would have seen a stick. It would have had to been a big enough stick
it
to
would have
make
had.
a thud that freaking loud.
Yeah,
Like it was a
exactly,
loud thud. And
exactly.
it doesn't have to be a big rock to make that kind of thud.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I feel like we would have known if it was a stick or some kind of tree limb, dude. I just feel like we would have. I feel like we would have known.
yeah. And the thing is, like, we heard it whizzing through the trees before it even hit the ground.
Yes. Yes.
Like it was, and that was crazy because I heard it coming. Like it all happened so quick,
Yes. It
but
did.
you heard something whizzing through the trees, and then it hits the ground. And a few minutes, like I heard it coming through the trees,
Hmm.
and I didn't say anything. And you actually said it before I did. You were like a few minutes later, you were like, "Yeah, I heard it coming through the leaves
Yeah,
and
I
the
remember
trees."
that. I remember that.
And I was like, "Yep." And that's the thing. Like, there was a couple of things like that where I just didn't say anything because I wanted to see if you would pick up on it because
Yeah.
I didn't want to put ideas in your head.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
for
that
sure.
was one of those confirmations for me that like it was thrown.
Yeah. Yeah, you weren't the only. You're not. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. It wasn't. And I remember you're doing like what you normally do. You're trying to rationalize everything. So you're looking up in the trees to see if there's like pine cones up there or anything,
Yeah.
which we couldn't see any pine cones up in the trees.
Yeah.
But even like a pine cone is not going to hit the ground with
That.
that much force
Yes.
and make that kind of thud when it hits the
Because
ground.
when it happened, we were kind of sitting there investigating type of thing. We were
Yeah,
sitting there looking up in the trees, no pine cones,
yeah,
and even if there were pine cones, there was no way. There's just
yeah.
no way. It just wouldn't have made sense.
So, what else about that night stood out to you?
Um, really, what are they called? I'm still trying. I'm still learning this part, but those lights.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of them. What do we call them?
Yeah, the orbs.
The orbs. Yes. Dude. I mean, like you said, you saw that one, but and mind you, there's fireflies out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were
Yeah, there were.
everywhere.
Yeah.
They were everywhere out there, and we were out there long enough to the point where I could tell the difference of a firefly and a big ball light, probably about this freaking big,
Yeah.
round. You know, like, and it was off in the distance, like kind of down in there. The
Mm-hmm.
one that I showed, the one that I think you saw last minute too. It was kind of down in there in the ravine below the bluff, kind of in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, it flashed probably 2 or 3 times. It flashed, and then I mean, it kind of stayed. Like the last time, it stayed maybe like a solid light, like kind of like what you saw. It stayed a solid light for a little bit, and like you can not like a long time, but a couple seconds at least.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a ball of light, and it was kind of weird how it was all also happening with all this other stuff that was also happening with this, because I think that one we saw right when we were getting ready to head out and stuff, and
Yeah, it was close
or
to the
it was
end. Yeah,
closer to the end
but
after
that's
all
when
this happened.
everything. That's where really when everything ramped up.
That's what I'm
Not only
saying.
for us, but for Stacy and Jason too. Toward the end, shit just started popping off everywhere.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, what what color was the light?
I mean, it was like a bright whitish, maybe like a bright whitish light,
Okay.
like a ball, like a white lightish. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I mean, it didn't really have much other type of color to it,
Yeah.
and that's another thing with fireflies. They're not bright white, balls of light.
Yeah.
They're like an orangish light, I guess. Whatever
Yeah.
fireflies.
And because the one that I saw kind of off to the side of the bluff over here, it was smaller.
Really,
It was smaller, but it was still like it wasn't but it was blue, but it was
it
small.
was blue.
It was, yeah, the one I saw off to the side was blue and it was small. But then when you saw that one, I kind of turned and looked, and all I saw was a big ball of light, but I had kind of seen it at the very end, right before it went
Yeah,
out.
that's right. Right
Yeah,
before it went out, so you didn't really get
yeah.
a good look at it.
So I couldn't remember because it was real quick by the time I saw it. So I couldn't tell if it was a blue light, a white light. I couldn't remember if you had said. I think at one point in time I was talking about it, and I think I said it was a blue light,
I think that's what you said, but I don't.
but I couldn't remember
But I think
because
because I think whenever you mentioned that too, I kind of was like thinking to myself, because I kind of remember that when you said that, I was like, well, I don't think it was blue. Like I kind of questioned it a
yeah,
little bit,
and
but
that's fine because yeah, because I was trying to because I wasn't really sure at that point exactly what you had saw, and really we haven't really talked about it until now. I mean, we talked about it a little bit on the ride home,
the ride home,
but yeah, that
that was
was
one heck of a ride home.
that was a ride home, dude. Man, that was
uh,
crazy.
Story
But
for another time.
yeah, yeah. Um,
But yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but really, we haven't really talked about like I said
yeah,
a little bit on the ride home. But other than that, we haven't really had the chance or anything to really talk about it. So,
yeah, yeah,
but yeah, I mean, really, the stuff that happened up there that night, dude, really is what set it off. Like it all, like it's just all this stuff that it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense if that makes
mm-hmm,
sense.
yeah,
Like it's weird. It doesn't make sense because there's no one else out here. It's just us, but it makes sense because of what we're out there for.
yeah.
So
And and I mean, really, like it does it doesn't make sense because I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of times when you're out there looking for Bigfoot and you start having activity, Bigfoot activity, you hear something walking around on 2 feet, you get stuff thrown at you, you hear tree knocks, you get vocalizations, which we got a vocalization there at the beginning. I I did a call at the beginning
mm,
and we heard a response
yeah,
off in the distance,
yep, that was something.
and it went off, and then it went off again, and then that got the coyotes going,
Yeah,
and then the coyotes just shut up.
yeah,
But you're out there and you're getting Bigfoot activity, and then you start having all this other crazy shit happen too. Like you start seeing the lights,
yep.
and
And it's crazy, like you said, bro. Like once you started experiencing one thing, that's when it all just kept coming. Because towards the beginning, bro, we weren't experiencing the lights. We weren't experiencing none of that. Like it was really like the last 45 minutes to an hour that we were out there
yeah,
is when it started all happening. And then once we experienced one thing, it just kept coming. It seemed
mm-hmm.
like.
and and as we're experiencing all of that, Jason and Stacy are having very similar experiences over there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it was all connected, and they were probably about 4 miles from where we were,
Yeah.
and they were experiencing some of the same stuff. And I think part of it was because Richie was doing what he was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was going through everybody's devices,
Yeah.
and we were all connected through our devices,
Yeah.
and and that brings you to another thing. It was like Jason started having all of his shit started going dead there towards the end.
That's crazy.
Like his gimbal started going dead. He started losing service on his phone, and I
Like
think
out
I
of
think
nowhere.
both of their thermals went dead. They hadn't used their thermals. I don't think they used their thermals at
At
all
all
that
that
night.
night, yeah.
And then they go to I think at one point in time they went to pull them out or something, and the batteries are dead. And they both had fully charged batteries before we got started.
There's some kind of
So it's
energy,
like,
bro.
yeah,
Something in the air, bro. There's some kind of
there
energy going on.
some. It seems like they pull energy for something, and I mean that kind of makes sense if you start factoring in the lights.
Yeah.
It's got to have some kind of energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. We just don't know.
Yeah.
But it's wild, man.
Yeah. It is pretty wild,
It's
bro. It
wild
is. It's crazy.
because yeah, it's wild, dude. Because like, and the thing is, like, there's so many people, and I'm not knocking anybody, right? Because at the end of the day, we don't really know anything about Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
We speculate and we think we know, and we observe behavior and we do research and all this stuff. But really, at the end of the day, we really don't know what they are. We don't really. Nobody's ever seen them knocking on trees with a stick
Yeah.
or clacking rocks together. We haven't seen them doing that.
Yeah.
We haven't
Exactly.
seen them building teepee structures in the woods.
Exactly.
We haven't observed them doing these things, so we really don't know. But at the same time, there are a lot of people who will hear all of this stuff about the weird stuff like the lights and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and other things too that are strange, and people hear that and they just like, oh, that has nothing to do with Bigfoot. That's just a coincidence that it happened at the same time Bigfoot stuff was going on.
Yeah.
And it's like, brother, I don't believe in coincidences
Yeah. Right.
because like there's a connection. We don't know what the connection is. Maybe Bigfoot is the ball of light, and then it manifests as a physical creature,
Mm-hmm.
but it travels through this ball of light,
Yeah.
and then it
Exactly.
manifests as a physical creature.
Yeah.
Maybe it comes through a portal, through other dimensions.
Tree limb. That's how I fall
Um,
from tree.
it's like we can't just throw out all of this shit that happens because it doesn't fall into the category that we want it to fall into.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's where, and it causes a lot of arguments and fights.
I believe it.
But I mean, it shouldn't, because like we're all trying to figure out the same things, and we just need to like look at everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because like, the BFRO, if they get reports that talk about orbs and lights and all this other shit, and they just disregard all of that, and it's like there's more going on than just a big ape in the woods, or a hairy man in the woods.
Oh
Like
yeah.
there's more to it than that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I got an open mind to it.
Yeah. For
And
sure.
when you start experiencing it, you've got to deal with that.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, just and I get it. Like somebody might believe in Bigfoot because they saw a Bigfoot, but they don't believe in all the other shit because they haven't experienced that. And I get that. Like I
Mhm.
got no problems with that.
Mhm.
And if we can have a conversation about it, a civil conversation, and just discuss it, and just like, that's great. But then you
Yeah.
got some people that tell you you're stupid and you don't know what you're talking about and all this other shit, because it's like, dude, I
That's okay, brother.
I don't
Okay, buddy.
I don't have time for that,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
Like if we could have a conversation about it, then I'm
Great.
good. And most of the people that I talk to, pretty much everybody I talk to, we don't all see eye to eye on all of this stuff, but we have civil conversations for the most part.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's all you could ask for. Civil conversation. Let's talk about it, and that's it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
People these days don't know anything about a civil conversation. It's just,
yeah, that's unfortunate, man.
But
So so we're gonna do the recreation.
let's do it.
So basically for like everybody who's watching, I've talked about it a little bit before, but um we left campsite that night. We were gonna head to a different area of the swamp. Jordan was in the front seat with me. You were sitting in the bed of the truck,
I was sitting in the bed of the truck. Yep,
and we
curled up, cold.
yeah,
It
it
was a
was
little. It
chilly.
was chilly
It
that
was a
night.
little bit chilly that night. Well, and especially when you're driving down the road and you have the wind, blowing on you.
Yeah, it was already kind of for being Florida that night. It was already kind of chilly
Yeah,
that night. It probably, what was it, like 50, 60 degrees maybe?
yeah,
50 degrees?
probably like 60.
Was it 60?
Yeah,
And on top of that, I'm in the bed of the truck where we're going, 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour down the highway. But
yeah, but yeah. So we get down the road, probably about a quarter mile down the road to leave. I realized I left my wallet back at camp. So instead of turning around and driving back, I just put the truck in reverse and went backwards all the way down the road. And because I knew like I wasn't going to hit anybody because there wasn't anybody out walking around because like there were some other people camping here, but they were all down there and they had already gone to bed for the night.
yeah,
And because this was like 10:30, maybe 11
I
o'clock,
think it was like
something like
10:30,
that.
11. It was late. It was later.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
late,
later.
but they had already gone to bed because like we could see them,
hmm
you know. So I knew there wasn't anybody else walking around, so I wasn't worried about hitting anybody. So I just drove in reverse all the way down the road
Yep, yeah, you did.
until we got back to the campsite. And then,
You did it pretty damn good too.
yeah, yeah, I know, right? Um, and then, you saw what you saw in the road.
Yes.
And like as I back up and then I stop, put it in drive, and turn into the campsite, you're like, I just saw some creepy shit.
hmm
And I was just like, what are you talking about?
You're like, what the hell are you talking
Yeah, I'm
about?
like,
Like
what the hell
what?
are you talking
Like
about? You saw some creepy shit. I'm thinking like I didn't know what I was thinking because I'm just like,
it could have been anything. I mean, you're out in the middle of the woods.
yeah. And then you're like, I saw a person
Yeah. Yep.
walking in the road or what looked like a person
Yep.
walking in the road. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yep.
And then you're
I
like, oh,
remember that as soon as I said that, you were so quick. You pulled in the campsite, ran, got your wallet, and we went right back to the area. Like, what?
yeah,
What are
I
you talking
I
about?
wish I would have gone back right away I wish I would have just turned around or just got out and ran out to the road
Yeah.
because maybe we would have seen it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I get back to the campsite. I literally run,
Yeah. You literally ran to get your wallet.
jump in the tent, I grab my wallet and I come back out to the truck and I'm like, dude, are you fucking with me?
I was
And
like, nah. Like, I wasn't fucking with you. Like
yeah,
it was an experience to the point where I had the chills that I've never had before in my life.
how far down do you think it was?
I'm like on the edge of this truck right now.
How far down do you think it was?
Like it was like honestly it was like right here maybe, a little further maybe.
What?
Like it wasn't too far down, that's the thing. Like it was close enough to where your brake lights kind of shine down here a little bit.
Shit, bro. Well, and I could tell, like I could tell
Like,
you
I
were,
was shooken up.
I could tell you were like shook up
Yeah.
because like, I mean, like that's just one thing I've always been able to tell when you were lying.
Man,
Like,
I don't know what you're talking
yeah, you know
about.
exactly what I'm talking about. But like, you just have like, I could tell you were shook up
yeah.
because you were like genuinely like creeped out.
Dude, I was shooken up. I was like, my heart was racing a little bit. Like at that in that moment right there, like I was like I don't know, dude. Like it was literally like I just saw something that kind of what you would think how you would react if you saw something like that. Something that that doesn't look normal type of thing
Yeah,
that you don't expect to see at 11 o'clock at night. You just see a random person walking through the woods. You know, the way that they were walking and stuff like that. It's just like, I reacted how you would expect anyone would react. I would assume.
yeah,
So like I was shooken up. I was like, what the did I just see, dude?
yeah.
Like,
So, so we're gonna go out there and do your recreation, and I'll let you tell the story out there
okay,
as we're kind of walking through it, and I'll just have you walk through it.
all
And
right,
as you're walking through it, you'll just tell us what you saw, all the details you could think of. If I think of anything to ask to maybe clarify anything, I'll ask you questions about it, but I'll let you talk about it out there. All right, Blake. So, what I want you to do is go ahead and just walk us through everything that happened that night. Give as much detail as you possibly can, and just yeah, just walk us through it and give us a good picture of what exactly you saw.
all right. I got you. So basically, it started with I was in the back of the truck, and we were backing down this road right here. We were backing down this road to turn into the campsite this way. So we backed straight down this road. We probably backed down, probably, let's see, probably like this far. The truck probably came down about, yeah, probably about this far, honestly, about right here.
All right.
Yeah, the truck probably came down right about here. And I'm just in the back of the truck. It's dark. It's probably, what, 10, 11 o'clock at night, pitch black. So, but yeah, we back down here, and then mind you, I'm in the back of the truck, in the bed of the truck, just kind of just hunched over, and I look up for 1 second. I look up and I look down the roadway here, and I kind of saw kind of a like it looked more like a human figure, but like it wasn't like you can tell like it wasn't. It's hard to explain. Like it looked like a human figure. It was more like a shadow. Like it was more like a black and white human figure, but I couldn't really see. But the reason why I saw it was because of the brake lights. Whenever we backed the truck up, brake lights they lit it up just barely, just enough. It was probably from here. It's probably right there where that grass patch starts up. It's probably right there from here when I was
Okay.
in the back of the truck. It was probably standing right there, and I just saw it just because just by the light of the brake light.
Which grass? Which grass patch? This one
This
closest to us?
not this one right here,
Okay. The
not this
long.
one. Where that long trail of grass starts right there.
Okay.
Probably what is that, like 20, 30 yards?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Probably about right there.
Okay.
And with mind you, with brake lights, I mean, like I said, I couldn't get a really good look at it, but I know for a fact what I saw. I saw a human, kind of like a shadow figure, standing right there. Looked like it was walking this way. And for a second, I was like, nah, it's just the grass. It's tall grass, but as you can see, that grass is the same length as it was when we were here about a month and a half ago. There's no way it was just grass. So, but yeah, I saw it right there, and then we pull off, and I mean, it got me the chills. It gave me the chills.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I couldn't really describe it. Like I said, it was just really black and like a black shadow figure. Like it was something, but I couldn't really see exactly what it was.
Yeah.
But
Could you see any details of clothes, hands, fingers, feet, shoes, anything like that?
clothes wise, I want to say Like it was just like, I mean, I couldn't really say, but it was one of those things like, I mean, I can't really describe the like I didn't really get like a good look at it like that. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I just saw like the shape of it, the figure that was just standing there, the shadow.
Okay.
I didn't really get the clothes. Like I want to say like maybe it was like I don't know. I can't even I can't tell you that part.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you that part.
No, that's good. I just if that's the thing, like I just want you to tell me what you saw
Yeah,
and that's it. You don't
yeah,
have to add anything. You don't
yeah.
have to
That's
take
what.
anything
Yeah,
away from it because what we're wanting to do is just get an accurate recreation
yeah.
so that we can try to have some idea of what it looked like and what it might have been.
I got you.
And if you couldn't see any clothes, that's fine. What about could you make out any face, hands, anything like that?
No, I want to say the only thing I could really say is like when I think back on it, and I replay it, like, and I the only thing I could really replay in my head is like it looked more like a more feminine female type of body. Like it wasn't a grown man. Like it wasn't like it was just like a normal human body, less than 6 feet. Like I would say maybe 6 feet tall max. But I don't want to say. I want to say it was maybe like 5'8", like what we were talking about earlier, probably like 5'8" in that range, which
Okay.
is still tall. But like the body wise, it was just more like a more feminine female like a body, if that makes sense, like
Yeah.
the shape of it and stuff. Like it wasn't like a masculine like grown man type of body type of thing, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Now, could you see that it was walking, or was it
it did look like it was walking towards
okay?
our way. Like when I looked up, like, and I think that's really what gave me the chills is the fact that I looked up, and because as I looked up, that's when we decided to drive off into the campground.
Yeah.
So as I looked up, we kept driving, and that's when I kind of I looked away real quick, but it definitely looked like it was walking this way. That's why at first I was like, oh, that's just somebody, a normal camp, because there was other people camping out here at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's just a normal person, but I mean, I got a good enough look at it, and plus the fact of after we left here, we came back because we had to go back to the campsite. We came back and we looked, and there's nobody here.
Yeah.
Nobody either way of the roads. Nobody. We had the big flashlight. We're shining in the woods. There's nothing. There's nothing around.
Yeah.
Nothing around. So
Yeah.
it was weird.
Um, why did you look away?
I'm not gonna lie, but like I got the chills. Like I kind of was frightened a little bit.
Yeah.
Like and it was one of those things where like I don't know, because I've never experienced any type of stuff like that, and so for my first experience of actually like seeing something like that, I kind of was just like, at first I was like, I was just like one of those things where I kind of looked away, closed my eyes, and I told myself that didn't happen, that wasn't real.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't explain anything else, because of there's no tall grass. Like it's just like if you're looking down the road, and you even if it's dark with a little bit of light, and you see a human figure, like I feel like that's just not mistaken something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nothing really. I mean, the road's clear. There's no tall grass or nothing. And
Yeah.
so, but yeah, I mean, at first, yeah, I looked away because I mean, I was honestly kind of startled at first because
Yeah.
you can tell, like,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
blame you.
it was something. It was a little scary at first, a little interesting at first,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but yeah, because I didn't know what I saw. I know it wasn't like a normal, like it wasn't a normal human being. I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like it could have been something paranormal, or it could have been, um, I don't know. It was like I said, it could have been anything. It was kind of off in the shadow type of thing, like a dark figure.
Yeah.
So
Can you? Let me think how I want to say this. Um, do you think you could mimic the way that it was walking? Was it was it walking any type of way that would make it like stand out, or was it just a normal walk?
I mean, it seemed like it was walking at a pace.
Okay.
Like, and that's probably I think that's like what I said when I noticed that it was kind of walking. that's also what startled me, is that it was walking towards us, but it seemed like it was walking at kind of like a fast walk kind of pace.
Yeah.
Like not super fast, but fast enough to like scare me, you know? Like
Yeah.
it definitely, like I saw what I saw, and then it was walking this way, and it was walking with, you know, some speed. So not too
Now,
much speed, but like a little tiny like power walk type of thing.
yeah. Now, did you notice anything about the way it was walking? Did it sort of like, was it sort of like as it was walking, was it sort of like bobbing, like the head was bobbing up and down, or was it more of like a straight glide, or
No, more like just a straight, like just someone just, let me see, just honestly kind of just like a, I mean, obviously I'm too tall for this, but just kind of like a normal walk,
yeah,
and then kind of like at a little faster, but just like a normal walk, like someone's just normally walking down the middle of the road.
yeah,
It wasn't anything, you know, anything like head wasn't bobbing, no arms, you know, like, you know, kind of like no
yeah,
interesting, you know, weird looking walk. It was like a
yeah?
normal walk. It looked like.
If let me think if I have anything else. Uh, okay. So what we're gonna do now is I'm going to have you stand in the position where you would have been in the back of the truck. I'm
Mm.
going to walk out there, and you kind of tell me further, closer, that type of thing. And then I'll kind of try to walk, and you kind of tell me if it, if it looks like what you saw, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Any little critiques or uh, tweaks to anything that I'm doing, just tell me basically what to do. You're the director. All
I
right.
got you.
I
I
want to try
got
to
you.
get it as close to what you saw, other than the height, because I might be a little bit taller than what you described. But let's see if we can get it close.
I got you.
All right, Blake. So like I said, I'm gonna walk down the road, and then you just kind of tell me when to stop. I'll kind of turn around. Tell me, as I walk, just tell me if there's anything I need to do differently or whatever. All right.
All right, I
All right.
got
Yeah.
you.
Just tell me when to stop.
Right there.
Right here.
Yeah, it looks about right.
That's closer than you were thinking, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. That's cool. All right.
it is
So
a little closer.
it was right in the middle of the road, off to the side,
No, it was like dead center in the middle of the road.
dead center in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna start walking. Just tell me, like I said, just tell me what to change as I walk. Okay.
All right.
All right.
I mean, like I said, it was a normal walk. So, I mean, I think their head, like the head was kind of like, it looked like the head was like looking downwards a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to think now.
Was I walking too fast or too slow or what?
Walk a little faster,
A little faster. All right.
maybe.
Tell me
Let me
when to
see how that
stop again.
looks. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Right
right.
about there.
So the head was looking down like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That looks about right there, honestly.
Now, how far before I need to stop before you lost sight of it?
Go back.
Okay. We'll do it again.
All right. My bad.
Yeah. No, you're good. So, as I'm walking, because like you said, you kind of looked away, you closed your eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking, whenever you got to the point where you close your eyes, just tell me to go ahead and stop.
All right.
All right. Ready?
Yep. All right. Like it was literally like a little split. It's like a split minute.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, right there, you can tell like you still got a couple steps in and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can still tell the speed of how you were walking and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But like it was literally like a split minute, just like that.
Okay. We did your recreation. We did a daytime one so that everybody could see the area as it is, so they could see the terrain, see the whole area, so they know what it looks like during the daytime.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at night, you're really not gonna be able to see
It'd
it.
be pitch black out there.
Yeah, because you can't see your hand in front of your fucking face, dude. Like it's dark, and that's another thing. Like, if it was just a person out there walking around, they would have needed a flashlight, dude. You can't see anything out there. Like
No,
you can't
not at
see
all.
walking around the campsite after dark. You can't see anything.
No, you cannot.
So
It's pitch black
yeah.
out here, bro.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and have him start walking. And you told him what to do. So tell him to start walking, and then tell him when you want him to stop. And if it needs adjustment or whatever, go ahead and make that adjustment. All right.
All right. All right. So I want you to start like walking how I told you to walk, and then whenever I tell you to stop, then stop. All right. All right. Ready? Walk. All right. Stop.
Have him do it again.
Do it one more time, exactly the same way. Go back to where you started. Find that boot mark. All right.
Dude,
You saw that?
wait, what'd you see?
Some kind of light in the right there flashing straight ahead.
Is it the one way up top?
No, not that one.
Yeah, that's a plane.
That's the plane. I saw something.
Was it that same
flash
light?
to
Was
the left
it
and
the same
previous.
light that we saw a little bit ago?
I don't know. No, like it was lower.
Like lower, not above, not at the top of the trees?
No, what I just saw was like lower, like looked like it could have been in this tall grass on the left.
Damn, dude. All right. Yeah.
That's what I thought you saw.
We definitely had that light floating around here a little bit ago. All right. So, yeah, have him do it again.
Yeah, just do the same thing again. Ready? No, he's scared now. All right, walk. Stop.
How does it, so, all right. So, the way it looks with him walking, like, what do you think? How do you think it looks compared to what? All right, so, yeah, have him do it again.
Yeah, just do the same thing again. Ready? No, he's scared now. All right, walk. Stop.
How does it, so, all right. So, the way it looks with him walking, like, what do you think? How do you think it looks compared to what you saw that night?
Well, he's walking like he's a drunk.
What do you mean?
He looks like he's walking.
He like staggering?
Yeah.
Tell him to walk straight. But no, I mean like, because I can see that it's an actual person. I could see his clothes. I could see his hat. I could see his skin. Like, so, I mean, it doesn't show up right on camera. On camera, it looks dark as hell, right? But, well, on this one,
I really think
this one's
he's
messed
still
up.
too close, bro.
Do you think he's too close?
Yeah, where your boot mark was.
Oh yeah, that's a lot closer than what I was earlier. How fast was he walking?
Not super fast, like probably about as normal as you were.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All right. Yeah, because like I can make out his skin and everything.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, obviously, it wasn't a person, dude, because you could see his skin, you could see his clothes, and you couldn't see any of that. Damn, dog. All right.
No, I didn't. I can't tell you. No, I can't tell you any clothes. I couldn't see a face, nothing, but.
That's wild, dude. Wow. So, and look, I mean, you know, you see it's super dark. Like the tail lights or the brake lights, just, I mean, they don't even, they don't go super far, man. And then beyond that, it is just black. Just blackness. So, like, that's wild, dude.
Yeah, bro. I mean, just looking back at it, bro, like, you can't really, I just feel like just looking down, you can't really mistake something like that.
Dude, I'm getting a light again, man.
Now I'm going to ask you the $1 million question.
Does $1 million actually come with it?
No.
Well, shit. I mean, I guess ask away anyways.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this question. Don't think about it. I mean, what I mean is don't overthink it, right? Just be honest, dude. Like, what do you think you saw? What do you think it was in the road that night?
So for, I mean, I still, you know, from what I saw that night, I mean, I mean, it was really like, it really seems like I saw like some kind of like honestly, it seemed like it was like a ghost type figure. I mean, honestly, like from what I saw, it was like, you know, it was kind of like a shadow of like, and it looked like the body of a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it didn't, you know, it wasn't like a big figure. It was less than 6 feet. I mean, but I mean, it really could have been anything. I mean, that's just what I feel like I saw that night. Like that's just what I like when I think back to it and I picture it in my head. That's just what I, you know, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
That's especially that's definitely what definitely went to my head at first. Like that's what went to my head at first. But um, so but yeah, I mean, honestly, it was like more like a human figure, and it was like it just seemed like a ghost type of thing. Um,
All right.
so like I said, it could have been anything. I don't know,
Okay. Cool.
but yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing, dude. We don't know what's in these woods. What time is it?
Speaking of 5:56.
We don't know what's in these woods. I've heard shit out here
Big area.
that you should not be hearing out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Like,
that's just another thing, dude. Like, you know, you come out in these woods where other people, multiple people have experienced stuff in these woods.
mhm.
And then you come out here and you experience similar stuff. It's like, dude, it's like, you know, it just kind of, it just leads me more to believe, you know, that what's actually out there, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, we don't know what's out here because I've heard shit out here that shouldn't be in the woods. You shouldn't be hearing electrical noises, an electrical hum coming from right here.
We're in a primitive campsite, dude.
Literally, an electrical hum coming from right out in those woods right there.
No, that's some weird, creepy. That's
Like, why should you? Like, why should I be hearing that?
you shouldn't.
And
There's nothing out here.
not just like one time. Like I heard it 2 nights in a row, and it was roughly the same time both evenings,
That's
right
crazy.
around like 5:30.
That's crazy.
Um, Why? What is that? Like that doesn't make any sense. You know, that voice that I recorded that night out here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that was. Like, for all we know, this shit could be haunted. Like, we don't know what's out here, right?
Man.
The screams that we heard coming from way over there, you weren't here that night.
I wasn't here that night.
But the screams that we heard coming from out there.
Yeah.
That
And
shit's
you both
crazy.
heard it very clear.
We all three. Yeah, all three of us.
Steven was out here
Yeah,
too.
yeah, all three of us were out here. We all heard them. And we, like on the audio recording, you could hear us respond to the screams. It's like, what was that? It sounded like a scream.
Yeah.
Shit was eerie as hell, dude.
Dude, and there's nothing for miles. Like, we are out here.
Yeah,
in
there's
the
some
middle.
houses way off, but still, like, why would somebody just scream like that at like 3:30 in the morning and do it multiple times over the course of like 10 or 15 minutes?
Yeah,
It doesn't make any
exactly.
sense because it was like a blood curdling, like you know, I mean, it was fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know, but I will say this, given all of the experiences that we've had out here, that night that you saw that in the road, if you remember me telling you earlier that afternoon, about 250, 300 yards to the north,
Mm-hmm.
northeast, a little bit, about 300 yards away, I hear vocalizations. Whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop. Paused. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, it's typical, you know, like Sasquatch vocalization.
Yeah.
And then later on that night, when y'all were here, before we left,
Yep.
you remember that?
Yep.
I heard it again, and I was like, because I told y'all about it, and I was like, do y'all hear that? And it was coming from like right over there.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 yards away.
Kind of right over there in the same
maybe
area
150
where I
yards,
saw that.
but yeah,
Yeah, in the same
right
area.
off in that same area, dude. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And the crazy thing is, here's what's crazy. I don't know if you remember me telling you this. I don't remember if I told y'all this or not. And now I wish I could remember if I did tell you or if I talked about it when I talked about it with other people. I'd have to go back and listen to that video that I did on it. But when I heard it, I thought it sounded female. And when we went out there and did your fucking recreation, that's the first time you told me that it looked like a female figure walking down the road.
Are you serious?
You never told me that before. We haven't talked about it a whole lot because I wanted to save it for this.
No, and we haven't talked about it a whole lot because
well, yeah.
But
you were a little freaked out about it.
Yeah, because I was freaked out and paranoid by it because you tried to talk to me about it.
And then you're hearing shit in your house.
In my house after that happened. And you're sitting there trying to talk to me about it. And I'm sitting there in my living room, TV's silent, nothing's going on. And I'm just like, dude, I don't want to talk about this right now because I feel like something is like listening right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to like give anything an idea that I'm experiencing stuff like this, and then whatever's in my house, if there's something in my house, you know what I'm saying?
And dude, that's another part of it. People talk about being tagged by Bigfoot. You remember when we were at Stacy's house and he said that he hears shit in his yard?
Yes.
And he should not be having Bigfoots in his yard.
No. Yeah, he's here. I remember him saying that.
You remember him saying that?
And like close distances in his yard.
People talk about being tagged, and that shit follows you.
Yep. Don't say that, man. Don't say that.
So I mean, if I see some shit in my apartment complex, but that's the crazy thing because I wanted to save some of the stuff that you told me out there. you had never told me before,
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
female thing.
Exactly.
And when I heard that vocalization, I can't remember if I told you or not. I think I might have said it on the
Dude,
video
I
that
do
I did about
not
it.
recall you saying that.
I don't think
Period,
I
bro.
did because I might have said it on the video that I did about it. But anyway, regardless, it sounded female. And then you said that you saw
It looked what to be a
it
female.
looked feminine
It
for
looked
whatever reason, the way that it was walking or whatever.
really the body shape, dude.
Yeah.
And we'll, like you said, we'll get more into it later. But really, the body shape, bro. Like
So that's
it
crazy.
like you can tell the difference between the shape, the body of a man and
Hmm.
the body of a female. It was skinny. What? What you laughing at?
Nothing,
I
dude.
mean, I'm
Nothing.
just spitting facts here. I mean, you can. I'm just saying, you can tell the difference, bro. Like
Yeah, you
it's
can.
just like it was more of a feminine. Like it gave me more feminine vibes, like
Yeah,
smaller,
yeah,
skinny, stuff like
yeah.
that.
I know what you're talking about, but
But
that's
yeah.
the thing, dude. Um, that's the thing. I'm gonna text this sorry Joker right here.
Oh shoot.
Yo, bro, come on, man. We're waiting on you.
We're gonna be waiting for a while.
Um,
Jordan, if you see this video,
but yeah, so that's crazy, dude. But anyway, I know what you're saying, and I get that because all you saw was a figure,
mm-hmm,
and I didn't see it.
mm-hmm.
But I'm inclined to lean toward Sasquatch,
Yeah,
just based on everything else that's been going on out here.
yeah,
I've talked about the sighting that they had just down the road at the state park,
yeah,
right around the same time all this is going on.
yeah.
And then right after all this is going on, dude, that night that we were getting screamed at out here, there was somebody way over there, and somebody way over
Yeah, I
there.
remember you telling me about this.
And they wake up and start shining their lights into the woods. And then the group that was over there, they got up again at 5 o'clock. And I walked over there and I was like, hey guys, like, y'all been hearing some stuff or whatever? And the way that they were acting, like they didn't want to talk to me. They seemed spooked. They seemed creeped out.
That's crazy.
And so I walked back over here. It was just a weird interaction with them, right?
Yeah.
I walk back over here. I'm sitting here. I look over there and they're like leaving. Like they threw their shit in their vehicles and they hauled ass.
Damn.
So I don't know. Maybe they had planned on getting up early in the morning. It seems to me like they got up spooked because they were hearing some shit and they got out in a hurry. So who's to say that they didn't report something? Who's to say that somebody else didn't report something maybe the week before? Or
That's true.
like if all this stuff is going on, it's not a stretch to think that other people didn't also experience it
Yeah.
and reported it, and then they come in here and shut this place down.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
It kind of all just kind of if you actually think about it, it kind of all makes sense.
yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
all makes sense.
Well, bro, like I said, we got the recreation videos. We'll do the nighttime recreation video.
All right.
But yeah, man. Do you want to come face to face with a Sasquatch?
Do I want to come face to face with a Sasquatch? Yes and no.
Yeah,
Yes and no.
yeah.
Because the more research and the more getting into it you do, bro, the more interesting it all gets. The more, honestly, bro, the more exciting it all gets.
Mhm.
Like us being out here talking about this right now, dude, gets me excited right now. Like you know,
Yeah, yeah.
so yes, but no, because like you said, probably shit my pants. Because no one's ever actually come face to face like that, and so it's
Well,
like,
they have.
well,
But
yeah, but like,
they're all scared when it happens.
true, true, yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
dude, here's the deal. Like, I hope that you have an encounter like that. a peaceful encounter. Obviously, not like an aggressive
Yeah.
encounter.
I would say face to face, but like face to face in a
But-
distance.
But
Let's
like
keep some
on your
distance between us.
terms.
Yes,
Like on
exactly.
your terms. Like it walks out across the other side, and you see it walking down the road, and
If I see it walking down the road minding its own business and he just keeps going, yeah,
right.
I'd be spooked, but
but
at the
not
same
like-
time, I'd be like
But not like you're sleeping on the picnic table and you wake up and it's standing there looking at
face
you.
to face, literally.
Yeah, dude. That's
Yeah, no.
what I worry about. That's why,
No.
dude. That's why I don't sleep outside anymore.
And it's crazy, dude, because you used to do that. We all did.
Yeah.
We were at the point where we would just come out here. You know, you got our chairs or whatever. We just come out here and sleep by the fire, especially when it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be out here sleeping by the fire. You'd be on your
Yep.
cot, whatever.
Yep.
But now it's like, can't do that no more, dude. Can't do that no more.
Yeah, man.
But
All right, dude. Well, like I said, we're gonna do the recreation tonight, and then we're gonna try to see if we can stir up some Bigfoot activity. So
sounds like a good time to me.
hell yeah, dude.
Let's run it.
Let's get another beer.
Let's get another one.
Oh.
All right, guys, there you have it. Blake told his story. We did the reenactment. Now I'd like to hear what you think. I know Blake is not so quick to say that he saw a Sasquatch. He doesn't know what he saw. He tends to think maybe it was something paranormal, but I don't believe that's the case, because even though I'm not very well versed in the paranormal, from the best understanding that I have is when people see ghosts and spirits and things of that nature, what they see is a very physical, very flesh and blood person, or at least what they think is a flesh and blood person. It has skin tone, eye color, clothes. They think it's an actual person standing there in front of them. And that's not what Blake saw. What he described was a dark, shadowy figure that looked sort of like a person. I believe it was a Sasquatch, guys. What do y'all think? Drop your comments down below, any suggestions you might have. This was the first time I've done a reenactment video, so if you got any suggestions on that, I'd love to hear them. You know, guys, just keep it cordial, keep it civil. I'm open to all suggestions as long as they're civil and cordial, and we could have a good discussion about it. I'm open to it. And if you like this type of content, it's a little bit different than what I've done in the past, but honestly, this is the kind of thing that I'm really, really passionate about. So if you like this type of content, let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this. And if you've had an encounter or an experience or something that you can't explain, or maybe you can't explain it, maybe you know exactly what it was, but you just want to talk to somebody about it. Maybe you have a piece of property or an area where things have been happening and you would like someone to come out and check it out and investigate. Or maybe you just have an awesome piece of property where you've got a lot of activity and you want to share that with somebody else that will be discreet and respectful. Hit me up, guys. You can drop a comment down below, or my email will be in the description to this video. Now, if you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That will keep you up to date on everything going on the channel, and it'll also help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, guys. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it. I love to hear your feedback. Y'all have a great night, and remember, the truth is out there, but it's up for you and me to discover it.
How far down do you think it was?
I'm like on the edge of this truck right now.
How far down do you think it was?
Like it was like honestly it was like right here maybe, a little further maybe.
What?
Like it wasn't too far down, that's the thing. Like it was close enough to where your brake lights kind of shine down here a little bit.
Shit, bro.
You hear that? Let's get it. Yeah, boy. Let's go. Creeping real slow down that old back road. Head headlights cut, catch the red eye glow. Large footprints in the muck in the mire. Kicking four wheels, getting mud on the tires. Hear that whoop, hear that howl, hear that knock, it's the squatching now. Hunting the swamp squatch, high on his trail and tracing his track. Hunting the swamp squatch, going all in, we ain't turning back. Hunting the swamp squatch, he rolling on through and he leaving his mark. Hunting the swamp squatch, we sneak on in when the night is dark. The woods go quiet, not a sound around. A shadow moves through and it shakes the ground. A snap and a crack as the branches break. It's a squatch ambush, there ain't no escape. Hear that whoop, hear that growl, hear that knock, it's the squatching now. Hunting the swamp squatch, hot on his trail and tracing his track. Hunting the swamp squatch, going all in, we ain't turning back. Hunting the swamp squatch, he rolling on through and he leaving his mark. Hunting the swamp squatch, we sneak on in when the night is dark. Something big moves past the cypress stump. We try to back out when we heard the grunt. Came in from behind and we got bluff charged. Turned around quick to see something large. Squatches coming in from the left and the right, the front and the back. It's a hell of a night, the fear set in, so we shine the light. Gotta choose quick as a fight or flight. Swamp, squatch, hunters, taking back the night. Hear that whoop, hear that howl, hear that knock, it's the squatching now. Hear that whoop, hear that growl, hear that knock.